Conscious reality.
Welcome back to the Conscious Reality channel, where we speak on love, relationships, and spirituality, where all three becomes one. Listen, I get this question all the time. What do you do when you know someone don't love you? Someone that you were with. What am I supposed to do? And here's the thing. The truth is, many of us know when the person that we are with don't love us. We know. It's obvious in their behaviors and the way they speak to us and their energy. We feel it. It's very loud. Their body language. The way they call your name. They don't even call you baby anymore. They don't call you boo. They just call you by your whole government name. And we know because we can feel it, because the vibrations are different. See, love is a vibration. And when somebody don't love you, you feel the vibration change. You feel the connection change. And that's fine. The thing is, we know when we are not loved. But here's the problem. Here's what we do. Our biggest mistake when we know that we are not loved, our biggest mistake is to give people more, is to do more, is to try harder. Let me tell you this, you can't try harder and you can't give more. You can't give people more of what they already don't appreciate. Let me say that again. You cannot give people more of what they already don't appreciate to expect them to love you. It doesn't work. And that's just a sad truth. See, sometimes the truth is the journey has come to an end with you guys. It's come to an end. And you can't force nobody to love you. Because if you force people to love you, you're going to pay a big price. And love is free. However, it's not cheap. If you're going to pay for it, you lose everything. You lose yourself. However, it's free as a bird. But the thing is, it must come from someone who recognizes their value, who recognizes themselves, who loves themselves, who respects themselves. Listen, here's the thing about love. Another question that I get asked is, how do you tell when someone loves you? Now, this is a very popular story that I'm going to say. Someone asked Buddha, how do you know? What's the difference between I love you and I like you? I love you and I like you. And that's a very good question. Buddha said, I like the question. Now, I'm paraphrasing a bit. So Buddha said, listen, if you like a flower, you're going to pick it. You might put it on your dresser. You might put it in your hair. You might put it in your home and you might admire it. It's nice. Ooh. But he said, when you love that flower, you leave it alone. You let it grow. You clear the space around it. You put up all the weeds around it. You give it water, right? You make sure it grows to its full potential. The truth is, many of you guys are not loved. You all are liked and you are being plucked, but you are not being watered. See, you know when someone loves you because they allow you to grow in the way how you want to grow, not in the way that they think that you should grow. See, they're just not plucking you every day, plucking you every night, but you feel empty, you feel tired, you feel drained, you're confused. That's when you know that for a fact that they don't love you. See, when someone loves you, you will never be confused. You will experience the highest level of yourself. You will love yourself even more. When you are loved, you'll be inspired to be your greatest version. You will be watered. That person will make sure you grow. It will assist you in your growth as you assist them in theirs. See, that's how you know when someone loves you. When somebody loves you, sometimes you have to stop. When your presence is not appreciated, sometimes you have to remove it. Because keeping it there make people get even more angry, annoyed. The way you sneeze pisses them off. The way you blow your nose pisses them off. The way you say the word, any word, pisses them off. So you gotta be aware. And sometimes people don't come back from that. If you allow somebody to keep walking over you, after a while, they realize that you are a doormat. And they cannot use you anymore for a blanket. They don't want to use you. See, when people have wiped their feet on you, stepped over you, it's very hard for them to pick you up and cover themselves with you as a blanket. Understand this. Sometimes when people don't respect you, you can't do more. There's nothing else to do besides recognize it. See, many of us know when we are not loved. We just don't want to admit to it. We don't want to accept it. We know when we are not loved, but we refuse to accept it because your ego is too big. Because you worried about, well, who else gonna love me? Why not? Why? Why ain't I worth it? You ask those questions and it has nothing to do with you. When people don't love you, a lot of times it's about them. Now, if you are a screw up, that's different. Sometimes people just don't want to be with you because, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, man, listen, you know that you are not loved. And when you know that you are not loved, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to accept it. Yeah, you're going to cry. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Yeah, you're going to feel some pain. But I promise you, it's better to feel that pain now than to feel that pain every single day in your life while you stay with someone. You can't keep doing more of what somebody don't appreciate for them to love you more. Sometimes the only way to get respect is to remove your presence. The only way sometimes to have somebody recognize your value or your worth or your contribution is to remove it. Some of you try too hard. You're doing too much. And as you do too much, people get annoyed. Not fascinated, but annoyed. Have you ever met somebody that you just didn't like or love, and they keep talking to you? They keep coming up to you, and you get more annoyed, and you start liking them even less. You begin to like them even less. They begin to annoy the hell out of you. That's what some of us are doing. So, what am I saying? Sometimes you have to allow your self-respect to outgrow your feelings. You have to allow your self-respect to outgrow your feelings. I'm just saying. Guys, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time.